The following program was made possible by a grant from the Chubb Group and listeners like you.
Greetings, one and all, and welcome to another edition of Unshackled Sugar, the show that brings all of your favorite foods to life. I am your master of ceremonies, Reginald St. Swithington. Today is April 1st, 2023, and we'll be uncovering one of the most ancient secrets in all of the Magic Kingdoms, the recipe for the Grey Stuff. Not only that, but the Grey Stuff Gâteau, which you can only find at the Red Rose Tavern in Disneyland. While wrapped in mystery, the true creation of this wondrous dessert is relatively simple to follow, and that is what we'll be reading through today. So tighten your aprons and let's get to it. First, you must make the Grey Stuff itself, featured in the fine publication, the unofficial Disney Parks Cookbook, is where these secrets are revealed. And first, to make the Grey Stuff, you must have these ingredients: 12 chocolate sandwich cookies, which some people call Oreos, 1 3.4 ounce box of instant vanilla pudding, 1 1/2 cups whole milk, and 1 8-ounce tub of frozen whipped topping thawed, and I believe they call that Cool Whip. In a blender or food processor, crush all of your chocolate sandwich cookies into a fine crumble and set aside. Second step, in a large bowl, add instant pudding powder and milk. Whisk together and let chill in the refrigerator for 10 minutes. And third, stir in your cookie crumbles and whipped topping with a spoon, being careful not to overmix. And now, once you have made your Grey Stuff, put that in the refrigerator and let it sit, because the real work is about to begin as you combine that with shortbread cookies and red velvet cake to make your Grey Stuff Gâteau. First, we must make our shortbread cookies. Take 1 cup salted butter, softened, 1/2 cup plus 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar divided, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, and 2 cups all-purpose flour. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Line an ungreased baking sheet with parchment paper and set aside. In the bowl of a stand mixer, add butter and 1/2 cup sugar, using the flat beater attachment, not any other beater attachment, but the flat beater attachment. Cream together well, then add vanilla and flour. Mix until dough is sticking together but still crumbly. About 2 minutes. Form into a ball by hand. Sprinkle 1 tablespoon of sugar across a flat surface and place your dough ball on it. Sprinkle the top with remaining 1 tablespoon sugar and roll your dough out to 1/4 inch thickness. Using a biscuit cutter or a drinking glass flipped upside down hot tip, cut out 12 3-inch circles. Carefully transfer your dough circles onto the prepared baking sheet that you set aside earlier. Bake about 12 minutes. They will look very light, with slight browning on the bottom. Allow to cool completely on the baking sheet about 1 hour. Second step for now your red velvet cake. Very simple. You will need 1 box red velvet cake mix, mixed according to the package instructions. And you will also need for this final recipe 12 medium fresh raspberries. So you will pour your prepared red velvet cake batter into a mini muffin tin greased with non-stick cooking spray. Bake according to box instructions, and then allow to completely cool about 1 hour. And then remove mini cupcakes from tin and place onto a baking rack. Now here's where the real fun comes in. To assemble, spoon the gray stuff into a large piping bag fitted with a medium-large star tip. Lay out your shortbread cookies. Place 1 red velvet mini cupcake upside down onto each cookie. Trim a tiny bit off the bum side of a cupcake if needed for it to sit flat. Place 1 fresh raspberry point side up on top of each cupcake. And now for the final move, pipe the gray stuff, beginning at the base of the cupcake, swirling up and over the raspberry, ending at the top. And there you will have one of the most valuable treasures in all of the land, a beautiful and delicious gray stuffed gâteau with a raspberry treat in its center. The gray stuffed gâteau is the perfect accompaniment to any party, get-together, mixer, or gangbang that you might be invited to. Never leave home empty-handed, and this is the perfect item to bring with you. So, I hope you enjoyed that recipe, and that will wrap up another culinary adventure here on Unshackled Sugar. Thank you so much for downloading, and remember, baking is caring. Ta-ta for now.